What?
Should I be worried?
No, you're fine. Are you worried?
A little, yeah.
Why?
Just because I don't know what could go down in 2-hour talk. Like, I'm just, like, stay on the block.
Yeah, I know.
You said have faith, have trust. So I just haven't even been, like, pitching you at all.
Yeah.
I've just been, like, letting you just do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm thinking, well, Vito's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2-hour talk the night before. Like...
Yeah, well, she wasn't going to not try, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, so...
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my god. You just look so sad.
I know, you're not giving me anything.
Well, I can't say other conversations, because, like,
Obviously.
if I had a private conversation, you wouldn't want me to go tell other people either.
Of course.
Yeah, so... I just can't say those things. Because at this point, because even the conversation we had the other day between us and, like, that involved Derek, I haven't even talked to Derek about it. Because I said, like, at this point in the game, whoever has a conversation with me, it's literally between me and them and no one else.
Yeah.
Because it's only a couple people left.
Yeah.
Like, I can't say anything to anyone else about what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk to me about, or?
No. Is there anything you want to talk to me about?
No, I'm
Okay.
asking you, because I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, no, she was just kind of going over everything, which is good. Like, I like talking about all different types of scenarios and stuff, and because people can hear, like, my reasoning for things, right?
Yeah.
I think she kind of just wants me to pick what's best for me and making sure it's not best for other people kind of thing, which is understandable. We're at Final Five. Obviously, you should do what's better for yourself kind of thing. Yeah.
Like Derek.
What?
Derek.
No, just everyone in general. Just like we were literally
okay.
playing over situations, like literally who's in Final Two with who, like what would happen, like just like literally everything. And then we were talking about the start of the game, like from like week 1, week 2, week 3. We went over a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna say that.
Is there anything on your mind? Like, what do you want to talk about?
Like, I don't know. I just feel worried.
Like, what's up for next week? Like, what are you thinking? Like.
Well, I just haven't been able to pull out a win, so it's, like, hard for me to even, like...
Yeah, but, like, if you have the attitude, you're not going to win.
I know. It's so shitty, but I just, like... I don't know. I feel like if I don't win next week, I'm going home next week.
Why do you think that?
Because you can't play, and Derek will pick Will. And... Unless he's sending you home, which... I don't know.
Do you think Derek would send me home?
Is this a conversation between me and you?
Yeah.
100?
Yeah.
A little, yeah.
No.
Not, like, convinced, but, like, a little, yeah.
Why do you think?
Because look at his other two options. That if, like, things go as planned this week and Maddie goes...
Yeah.
I just feel like... I don't know, like, I could be, like, overthinking, but I'm just a skeptical person.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit of a paranoid person.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just be like, if I was Derek, the strongest competitor he would be up against would be you. Like, Maddie. Will and I haven't been able to pull anything out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know, like, why wouldn't he make it easier on himself?
Yeah. True.
Instead of, like, taking a chance at Final 3.
Like with me in it?
Yeah, because you would...
Yeah.
Exactly. Cause
but he wouldn't take me either. So basically...
Exactly.
Like, say I was to make Final 3 with Derek, whoever is in Final 3...
Is the person you guys pick.
Is literally guaranteed Final 2.
For sure.
Like, 100%. Because Derek's going to take them, I'm going to take them, and if they win, they're obviously in it themselves.
Yeah, and it's going to be Will, because that's who he wants against him in Final 3. And if he's HOH next week, then that's how it's going to be.
Yeah, but if Derek's HOH next week, he doesn't get to pick.
Yeah, but it's also like the veto is something he would win.
Yeah, but if he won the veto, it's whoever is not on the block is the one who picks. If he's HOH, he doesn't vote. He's not the one person that gets to pick who stays.
That's true.
Yeah.
If he's HOH, and let's say he puts up... You think he put up, like, me and Will?
I think
and he puts... And let's say he wins veto.
Mm-hmm. He could
then
either
you get to
not
pick.
use it, and then I pick, or if he uses it on one of you guys...
Then whoever
Then I would have to replace the person.
Because I feel like if he wanted... If he wanted to screw you over, he could use it on Will, so Will's the one that votes.
Yeah.
Votes you out, and then he promises him Final 2.
But the thing is if he if I get voted, if Will was to vote me out, Will's not guaranteed final two. Because then he has options.
I just have a feeling that those two have already talked about it, and it's never been mentioned to me by either of them. Mm-hmm. But I'm almost like convinced, and this is just out of thin air. Like I have no reason to actually have no legitimacy to this, but like my gut feeling tells me those two have already talked out the final two.
All I know is if whoever's in the final three, it's almost their best position to be there with Derek and I.
Yeah.
Because we're not picking each other.
No, I know.
So if it's...
I've already told you that. Like, me and Will, like, I personally don't think I could even pick Will because
say,
he has so many friends.
Block. Say you won veto next week.
Yeah.
And say Derek won HOH. He's guaranteed final three already. So you win veto.
Yeah.
And it's me and Will on the block. If you take Will...
No, I already know.
You're screwed.
I know. No, I've already thought about this. I already know.
If Derek wins, you go to final two.
I already talked to you on
go
that
to final two.
Bad. I know. Like, I know I don't stand a chance against Will. I know I don't stand a chance. Maybe Derek with as strong of a resume like his, but I don't stand a chance against Will. Like, he has a lot of votes in jury. Whereas, like, I did up until maybe, like, a week ago, until I fucked myself with Johnny, Liv, and Allie. And out of the 4 people there, 3 of them won't. So it's like, I already know I'm screwed there.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm saying I feel like I'm gone next is because, like, it's either me or you. Like, Will's staying till the end. There's no way. Like, Will's staying till the end.
What if I win veto? I'm the one voting. I get to pick who I want to bring.
That's true.
And Derek
you were
has
saying
no say
you don't feel comfortable. I'm only going off of you saying, like, you don't feel comfortable with options and that the final veto is very, like...
Yeah, I know.
Derek and Maddie style.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? I'm only going off of, like...
Trust me, I know. But, like, I'm just, like...
I just feel like...
But, like, what if I did? You know what I mean?
Then,
if I
then
did
it would
win
be
veto,
yes.
then I have the option.
Yeah.
And I get to pick who I want to bring, kind of thing.
For sure.
And we both know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's, like... It's basically, like...
But then it's
basically us against each other.
But that's what I'm saying. That final 3 is whoever wins is guaranteed basically a win. And whoever loses is guaranteed 0 because you guys don't even want to risk it by being up against each other, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, would he want to have a 50-50? And that's why when you said, do you think he would send me home? This is my reason if I were in your position.
Yeah.
I would think, would he want to take a 50-50 risk of potentially going home with 0, or would he want to guarantee his win by going up against me and Will? Because clearly, look at our fucking track record. Like, every week we've been playing for our lives in this house, and like shit the bad. And I never thought it'd be this bad. And like I'm letting it take over me way too much at competitions, but like I'm letting it take over me. Like,
yeah, but you got the social aspect, which is a good thing.
It's a good thing, but maybe up until a week ago it was. But like, look at right now, out of the 4 votes, yeah, I'd have Ryan. Those 3 are not voting for me. It's like, I know my best chance would be if I were to somehow magically end up in final 3, which I don't, to be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Derek's gonna win veto next week. I think he's going to decide who goes to final 3, and I think whatever happens, and if you guys are sitting in final 3 together, then one of you wins and takes Will, and that's that. I just, even if I were to make it to the end, at this point, I know I'm second place to the 3 of you, with the way I fucked myself last week. I'm convinced. The way Ali walked out, the way Liv didn't want to talk to me, the way Liv and Johnny said they would vote for you or Derek if you guys made it to the end, like... At this point, you've won so many comms. You've been a threat this entire game. Overcome it. Like, if I'm sitting in jury, like, those are the things I would be looking at, and I know those are the things they're looking at.
The thing is like, are people voting for their friends, or are people voting for gameplay?
I think people are gonna vote for the gameplay. Like, that's what I think.
Yeah.
It'll depend too, though. It's like, I don't know. Maybe like. I'm thinking, like, maybe if I were to never screw over, like, Maddie or, like, but, like, Will's going to be sitting in final 2. Like, I just have a fucking feeling. The thing is, like,
it's Big Brother. You're going to have to screw them over eventually because only 2 people get to the end.
See,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Realistically, like, I know I won't have Johnny, Liv, Allie, and then I guess if you two somehow weren't sitting in the final, maybe I could pull out a win, but you guys are going to be. Like, I just don't see a scenario where, let's say, like, it's me and Derek up there even. Like, you sure as hell aren't going to vote for me. Johnny, Liv, and Allie aren't going to vote for me. Even if my friends, let's say Maddie and Will do. That's still 3. Mm-hmm. Like, even best case scenario, even if I fuck them over, even if whatever, they're my friends, that's still 3.
Yeah, but if there was a me and you...
Okay, so you and me.
I don't have Ryan, for one. You have Ryan. Honestly...
I had Ryan up until the point, like, he said to me 100 times, like, you 100%, if you ever get a chance, like, you get out one of Derek or Kaela. If he realizes that I'm the one that specifically saved you, there's a very good chance I don't have Ryan.
Tell you that?
Yep, there's
That's
a very good... He doesn't hate you guys, but he was just like, they're gonna win out to the end. So for me to have made a very stupid call in his eyes, like, there's a very good chance he's gonna applaud you and take you.
It won't be a stupid call if it got you to final 2. That's the thing. It
True,
was the right call
maybe
for you.
Yeah, maybe, but I really very, very, very strongly feel like that is a maybe now. But let's just count Ryan. Let's count Ryan. Let's even count Maddie and Will. That's all I have.
Yeah, but Allie and Liv too, they're not the biggest fan of me.
No. Liv literally said she was not even talking to me in the pantry. And, like, listen, this doesn't feel good for me to even, like, reiterate because, like, it's a shitty feeling. But I know for a fact, Allie is going to be the most bitter jury member. And Liv even was so bitter about it that she specifically said, congrats, if you guys make it to final 2, like, you have my vote. Like, they will make it their mission because they feel screwed by me. Even if I had played a fantastic game, even if I had comp wins at this point, they still wouldn't vote for me. They would go out of their way not to vote for me. Yeah. Like, I know what I did last week. I fucked myself with those 2 jury votes. Like, that's it. Like, those 2 are done for sure. And so is Johnny.
I think you have Johnny. You talked to Johnny for, like, a half an hour in that pantry. Not a half an hour, like 10 minutes.
No, not even.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been. It could have been 10 minutes. It was like 5 minutes. And it wasn't even because I had Johnny. I was, like, getting really emotional. And I was like, yo, like, I hope you understand. Like, I did just kind of fuck you over. But, like, I like you as a person. And he's like, spill your game to me. Like, tell me I'm going home anyways. And I was like, I can't. I was like, if I'm sitting in final 2... maybe, and maybe you'll respect it, but, like, I can't right now because I was afraid that if I said anything, that was going to be his final pitch. You know what I mean? Like, right before he goes, like, oh, Paris, this, and that. Like, so I was like, I wasn't going to tell him.
I don't think he would have done that. He's too big of a fan of the show, and he knew he was going home. He didn't want to screw anyone else over.
I get it, but it's just hesitancy just to be careful. So, like, it came from something else, and I was just, like, I got emotional. I was like, yo, I know you're the first person that showed me around the house. Like, I hope you know, like, I just had to do what was best for my game. Like, I'm sorry that it ended up screwing you over.
Were you
close
to
I was
Johnny?
gonna... I really liked... I was very threatened by him as a game player. Very threatened by him as a game player. Really liked him as a person. Like, really liked him as a person.
Okay, see, that's where I was at. That's why, like, when we would go at each other, and then we'd be like, but I love you as a person. I'd be like, I love you too. And then
that's
it was
what
like,
I mean.
Fuck you game-wise. Like,
yeah, like, that's the thing. It's like, I was very threatened by him, game-wise. Not directly.
I remember, like, you were talking once that, like, you felt like Johnny was really good with... This was a couple weeks ago.
Everybody.
Johnny was really good with, like, Maddie, with Will, good with Ryan, and you were, like, the last person in the wet room that, like almost like the bottom of his totem pole kind of thing, is, like, how you felt.
Yeah. That was definitely the case, and he had everybody in the red room, too. And
Except
that's what I mean.
me and Derek.
Yeah, I guess so, but I wasn't, like, threatened by him directly. Like, I didn't feel like he was necessarily coming for me. I just thought he was playing the best game in the house in a way, and I, like,
and he
knew he was.
Over you.
Yeah, but I also, like, knew he was blatantly saying you in Derek's name. Like, like, he had been gunning for you guys. So, like, I was just like, I'd rather... Because at that point, we didn't have, like, any blow up or anything. So I was like, if he's ever going to take a shot at Kaela and Derek, like, I can't afford that. Like, when I first walked into the room, like, or walked into the house, he was, like, the first one to show me around. I really, really liked him as a person. I just felt like I didn't know where I stood with him game-wise. But, like, I mean, that wasn't even the conversation we had in there. The conversation we had was, like, I was, like, getting really teary-eyed, and I was like, yo, like, I actually like you as a person. I still want to hang out with you and Jamie in Vancouver. And he's like, tell me about your game. And I was like, no, like, I want to tell you that, like, I personally really enjoyed you. And, like, I hope this doesn't mean, like, we're not going to hang out outside the house. And he was like, I wish this was fake right now. Like, I wish, like, he, like, wanted me to be like, yeah, like, I'm playing it right now. But I was like, no, like, I don't want to talk game right now. Because I just really didn't want him to be hurt by me, because I just, like, on a personal level, like, I want to hang out with him and Jamie. Like, we're from Vancouver. I just really didn't want him. I guess Allie and I are from Vancouver, too. That's going to be an awkward scene. But I was just, like, so it wasn't even, like, oh, like, vote for me in jury. Like, he had already told me right out in the open, if either of you make it to final 2, you have my vote. So, like, and I'm not sure if you were out there when he said, do you guys each want to, now that I'm going home, like, each want to come and tell me about your game? And I was like, well, what's the point? You already said who you're voting for. Did you hear me say that?
No.
I was like, well, what's the point? You already said who you're voting. He's like, well, yeah. So I wasn't about to go changing his mind. I was like, if anything, maybe if he goes to jury, he'll stop being bitter. But he blatantly, him and Liv said, if either of you make it to the end, they're voting for you. So I'm not about to go in there, like, fucking begging for what? Saying what? Sorry, I just fucked you over. Vote for me?
Yeah,
like,
but if it got you to final 2, it was the right move. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll talk about that when we get to it, but I already know I've lost him, Liv, and Allie. That's 3. I've already known that. But, like, again, like, I don't want to keep, like, putting that out in the universe in case there's a chance things could change.
Yeah.
Like, keep saying, I don't have them. Like, I don't want to, like, keep thinking that, because then it's, like, a lost game already for me.
Yeah.
Either way, anyone I go with is just I'm gonna be second place. So it's, like, I don't want to keep thinking that, because the more I think about it, the more I believe it, and the more I feel it, and it's just, like, not good. But, yeah, I don't know where I was, I guess, back to what we're talking about. I just, like, I don't know, I'm a very skeptical person. Like, I would just keep feeling like if I were you, I would just keep feeling like is he gonna actually take me to final 3, or, like, I don't know, but I'm skeptical. Like, I don't know the relationship you guys have, you know? Like, I don't know how committed you guys are to doing that, but, like, if I'm thinking game-wise, if I'm Derek, for example, and I'm thinking game-wise, like, why wouldn't I make my path easier?
Yeah.
Of getting there? Because what difference does it make if I were to, like, let's say, take you out 4th place, or take you out 3rd place? The difference is, in 3rd place, I don't have to, like, risk potentially losing completely, like, you know? Like, because you would pick the 3rd person, as you're saying.
Yeah.
But, and what? Like, if you're going to be cut and be okay with it because you get something, may the best man or woman win, then it doesn't make a difference if it's 4th place or 3rd place. Difference is, in 4th place, he could just guarantee himself the win, because him going up against me, he wins. Him going up against Will, he wins.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't win that final HOH? No one's picking Derek.
If he doesn't win that final HOH, yeah, but I just don't see how he wouldn't. Like, that is his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he can only win 1 of 2, and then someone else is going to win the 1 of 2.
But I think he would still win that final one.
And then that final one, it could be anyone's game at that point.
The only reason I'm saying that is because, like, I feel like the strongest people would be, like, let's say it's you, and let's say he wins the mental and you win the physical, and it's you two facing off. You don't like options. That it's options.
I know, yeah, I know.
Like, I'm only going off of, like, what I know of people's strengths, you know? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, if I were you, like, I'd be skeptical, but I don't know the relationship you guys have. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, again, I really don't know. I just know he will cut me if it comes to a final 3 option, and that's, I think, at the point where I would cut him too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would do it before, but again, that's something I can't really
you
say
have no
I know
control over.
Or don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost just like next week I just want to do what's best for me, that I will be able to win that veto.
Yeah.
And bring myself to final 3.
Yeah.
And then it's anyone's game at that point, because if I can beat Derek, sweet. If I can't, I can't.
Yeah, and that's fair enough.
Yeah, and it's whoever's with us is going to be final 2 anyway, so.
Yeah, it's going to depend, I guess, on... It's all about who wins that veto next week, honestly.
Yeah.
They get to choose who they want to bring to final 3.
Yeah, I know. Whoever wins HOH guarantees himself in final 3.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins POV gets to pick who else they want in Final 3 with them.
That's crazy.
So the veto is more important than the HOH.
Oh, for sure it is. For sure it is.
Yeah. Because then you get to pick the person. If the HOH wins the veto, it's not even as good as not, because you don't get that. You're not the vote.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. How do you feel?
About which part?
Just like in general, everything we just talked about.
In general, I'm just like, it's like I'm just like focusing on next week right now.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not even like focusing on this week too much, because next week is where it's literally like I'm either staying or I'm leaving. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the best case scenario for me.
For people to have next week?
No, like what is going to happen next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, again, I don't even know what's on Derek's mind. He doesn't really talk about it much. So it is intriguing.
Does it scare you?
He hasn't really talked about much before, so it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
But he's just a very like enclosed person like that, game wise.
I hate not knowing. I can't. I don't know how you do it. I hate not knowing. I'd be like, so, what the fuck is happening? But I mean, it's not even about that, right? Like, he could say one thing and...
Exactly. It could
like,
be anything, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking stressful.
Mhm.
So stressful.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm breaking out.
Oh.
How's tomorrow gonna go down? Are you keeping the norms the same?
Yeah,
Probably.
I think I'm just keeping the knobs the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no point of just using it.
And then, like, Will goes up. Like,
yeah, it's just no difference at that point.
Will went to DR, and then they said 2 hours till hot tub open. So we went and looked at the clock, and it was like, I think it was like before 7, and then you guys got up right before 9 or something. It was 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's weird. We just talked the whole time, so it was like...
I know, so I just like went by.
Yeah. Oh, Paris.
I'm so nervous.
Nervous for...
Just for the rest of this game and how it's going to play out.
I know. It's like all I've been thinking about. I want to get to that final 3. I want to have a chance to play in that final 3 HOH. That's all I want.
Final 3 HOH. Yeah, all you have to do, but it's win veto next week.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, though.
And it's like we won't even know who wins veto, because it's usually one that you do by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we'll literally play, and then you're literally like...
sitting there like,
it's
I have
done.
no idea.
I have no idea. I can't control anything. I can't.
I need to just like get it out of my head that Derek's gonna win. Like I keep thinking that's like an automatic. Like I need to stop thinking that. It's so bad. It's just so fucking good.
I know. If anyone sits in the final 2 with Derek wins.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Which is why I would never take him, because he would beat me.
I think so.
Yeah, I know so.
Yeah.
It's not even I think so.
A question? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you take your shot now then? Too early.
It's because next week would be 1 against 3, and it's just my odds are worse.
You think we would all take each other?
Yeah.
Oh, Kaela. Sweet Kaela. Oh, sweet Kaela. You know the way that you feel about Derek is how we feel about each other, right? Like...
yeah, you would take a shot at each other in final 3, but you'd get all yourselves there. You wouldn't take me there.
I sure as hell, I'm telling you right now, one of these two, if I get a chance, I'm fucking taking out next week. One of these two. And I won't give you any more information, but one of these two, if they're both here next week, I know which one I stand no fucking chance against.
All I know is if you get rid of someone that you've been working with this whole game that similarly played a game like you did,
I have
to get rid of them, or you didn't make a move at all.
I have to. I've done nothing this season. I have to. Listen, I'm a little dumb, but I'm not that dumb. That's why, like,
You're not a little dumb.
you would be delusional to think that it's... I by no means think either of these two would... I think they would both do the same thing to me.
I think they would too.
Like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way we're taking each other.
But no one's taking me. That's the thing.
Where did you jump to that conclusion?
I think that you guys would go to final 2 or final 3, and then you would cut each other. I don't think...
Sweet Kaela. Sweet Kaela. Where do you
because I've
get
won
that
comps.
kind of info from?
I have a little bit of I don't have a social resume, but I have a physical resume. So...
Yeah?
So...
And
I feel like...
I'd still rather have a chance than, for example, go with... If it's me against Buddy, I stand no chance because he's best friends with everybody. He screwed over the same people I did, but they were fine when they're walking out with him. Like, it's... You don't understand. And other Buddy played a very similar game, except way more mental and way more strategic, and came way more closer in so many aspects. Had I not had my fuck up the past week, I would be like, okay, maybe I would take one of these two. But I've had my fuck up. Like, I need to do things different moving forward. Mm-hmm. So, all I can tell you is, don't be so quick to think no one's taking you here. Trust. Like, do not be so quick to think no one's taking you. Mm-hmm. I feel like we've all, without even talking about it, have known now. I mean, I don't really know where Will's head is at, to be honest with you, strategically. Like, I don't know. But I know for a fact that she's thinking similarly in that, like, we couldn't sit next to each other final 2. I know that. Mm-hmm. Liv told her right before she left, and Johnny told her too. They were like, actually, I don't know if Johnny said it exactly like this, but I know Liv told her, right now, if you guys were all, like, let's say sitting at final 2, I would pick you to win. And she was like, why? And she was like, because we've all been trying to get you out for a very long time, and you're still here. Like, I know my position.
No, Johnny said, it'd be interesting if Maddie and Paris were at final 2.
Why is that interesting?
I don't know.
Because
he just said it would be an interesting matchup. As in, like, each got something to, like, worth saying.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd want to sit next to her, to be honest with you.
Like, it would be an interesting matchup as in he wouldn't know who would win. As
really?
In it would be up to your arguments on who would win. Yeah.
Johnny said that?
Yeah, he said that on the eviction day. Like, on day 55. Like, the triple eviction. He said that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He would, like, want to hear both of your sides out. Yeah.
Okay, Johnny, I see you.
Just because I think you guys played together, right? So it's almost like, what'd you do and what'd she do?
Yeah. I feel you.
That's why if you go with someone that you played with, it's hard.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like that would be good for me.
To be a matchup with. If you go with someone that's literally played an opposite game as you, that's where
different points could come into play.
Exactly, because
that's what I'm saying. Why you know this, so then you don't even believe it when you're like, no one would take me.
No one would take me in the fact that I think they would be scared because I won comps. But, like, comps is a very small thing that I said makes it easier for you to get there.
Yeah.
A social game, if you won no comps, that's harder to get to where you are.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, that's why I don't know why you're, like, so sure to be like, oh, no one's taking me. I feel like there's a good number of people that would take you because of the same thing you're saying. Like, you and Derek taking each other, it's too similar.
Well,
me and her taking each other.
How do you see my game?
I think you have a lot more to reveal about your game. Like, I feel like you've actually played it there and basically give the same speech as her, but she just articulates herself way better than me. Then there it is. And especially knowing that, like, she has Liv, Allie, and Johnny. Mm-hmm. So then that's like, I really would feel uncomfortable about that.
Yeah.
And that's like an unspoken thing between me and her. Like, we've never had a
But I
conversation
think
where we
Liv and
say
Allie,
that.
they were bitter when they were here, but I think after they're in jury and they talk about it, they're like, oh, okay, we lost. Like, actually vote for the best player. Like, I think they'll get over it.
Yeah, but I think they really liked that at least she was, like, straight up about it, whereas they thought they had me. And then they didn't. Mm-hmm. I chose you and I chose Maddie over Liv and Allie.
Yeah, but if it got you to final 2, they couldn't argue about it. Because it got you to where you needed to be.
Yeah, true. And that's why it's like, I do have a little bit I could work with. I just would not want to give just like a less well-articulated speech than her and just like lose. And that's the thing. It's like an unspoken
I'm the worst thing
thing
because like every time I stand up to talk, like even my like goodbye thing the other day. Remember when I stood up and I was just like, ah. I was like, no.
It was fine. I thought it was cute. You looked good, so.
Well,
the red
as long
dress
as you
and the
look
red
good,
lipstick and the hair. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, what?
Okay, good, because I was in my sports gear, girl.
Wait, what? When did I see you sitting on that couch with your red thing?
I wasn't sitting on it with my red thing. I was wearing the red stuff that day.
Oh, you came in here.
Yeah, I was like, good one.
I saw you.
Good one.
Wait, you still were wearing your red lipstick and your hair down, weren't you?
Yeah.
Because like I just remember seeing your face, but I think I imagined your dress because you were like standing up here with your dress.
Yeah, I would just say something and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to say. But I didn't even think of something that I was going to say before I said it. I was just kind of winging it. I was just like, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to be like, hey, vote for me if like you think I can get you to where you need to be in this game.
I feel you.
Oh.
Yeah, I would really not be quick to think that no one's gonna be taking you. I really would not. If the homegirl can fucking pull out a win, for fuck's sake, maybe things would be very different, and you might be very surprised. Be surprised.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather at least have, as you said, like a different game and have them consider it, as opposed to say the same thing but in a shitty way and have her just articulate it better.
Yeah.
And lose. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'll take my chances. Probably. Like, obviously nothing's guaranteed, but I would feel... I don't know, I wouldn't feel... I really don't think that I could take someone that's played a very similar game or someone that has all the best friends in the world in jury and has just overall never made enemies.
Yeah, true.
So it's like I would definitely very strongly consider my options. Because I also know I would lose sitting next to Derek for sure.
Everyone's gonna lose sitting next to Derek.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Fuck, are you not taking your shot?
Because I just feel like you three won't go against each other as much as you say you will. I don't think you will yet. Only because there was even when you guys were voting, when I was on the block, you guys wouldn't do what was best for you. You guys had to do it as a group.
We were at 7. We are at 4 after this.
I know, but it was just something to prove to me that you're going to do what's best for each other. Whether it benefits your game or not, you're going to do what's best for the three of you.
Yeah, and you know what I learned? That's a stupid fucking call. You want to know why? Because homegirl, right after I did her that favor and saved her in that triple, my vote and Will's, homegirl came to you and threw me under the bus. And as much as like she likes to say it's not under the bus and you're saying it's not under the bus,
but I didn't even tell you about it.
I know, but
because it was just like, okay, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know, but I'm saying fine. And it was proven to me. I looked in the cameras and told myself, you fucking idiot. Why the fuck would you be making calls based on other people? And I had it happen to me. I learned my fucking lesson. And listen, I'm heated right now because, like, I felt so stupid. Like, I felt so dumb that I was considering other people so much. Like, and that was, we were sitting at 7. Or we were sitting at 8. We were sitting at 8. This is 4. This is very different. If I know that if I go to Final 3 with you, you're forced to take me, like, why the fuck would I not want to have that? Whereas, like, if I go to Final 4 with homegirl, she's most likely going to take Will. Too similar of a game. I don't think she'll take me. I've gotten every kind of vibe from her. When I asked her, like, what did you talk about? She wasn't taught to tell me anything. I know whatever we had is like friendship. Yes, there, 100%. Like the girl, I just know things are different.
Who do you think she would take if like there was an option between me and someone else on the block?
I wouldn't be surprised if she has the same mentality as me. Like, we both know the same thing you and Derek know. We can't take someone that is too similar of a gameplay. Like, we just can't. Because she probably has the same fear that if she sat next to me, and if I were to articulate it well, that she would, I don't know, maybe she feels okay sitting next to me, but I feel like she has the same mentality of, like, she needs to take someone that's done different things so that they can at least look at an angle. You know what I mean?
Do you think Maddie would take me?
In Final 3? Against, like,
No,
Will?
do you think, like, just anyone, like, say I was sitting on the block and she won vetoed? You think she would? Why?
Because same thing I just said to you. She would not want to be sitting next to me or Will. Will has a lot of best friends in the jury, and I've just played too similar of a game. And I'm only saying that because I'm looking at it through my lens, so that might not be her mentality. But from my point of view, at least with you, maybe I have a shot at being like, yeah, she played an amazing competitive, like, I mean, again, I feel like you probably have a lot of social in there that, like, will be revealed.
Yeah, don't worry, yeah.
Fuck, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, I'd rather at least have a chance. Like, with me, I can't take her because then it's a for sure that I don't have Liv, Ali, and Johnny. Like, it's a for sure. You know? Whereas, like, with what you said, it's like maybe
they're not
Johnny
the best
will
with me, so
yeah, so
it's just like,
maybe there's like I still feel like they would vote for you, but I feel like it might be like 80-20. Whereas with her, I feel like it's like 100%. They're not.
they would all vote for Derek too.
And the first chance that I was in any kind of danger, she just kind of like kicked me to the curb. And I
But
just
it's
looked in
Final
the mirror.
5, so you got to do what you got to do.
But that's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's like, it totally made me realize exactly what you're saying. Is like, yeah, maybe at Final 8, I was looking at it as like, it'd be so cool if the 3 of us make it there. But that's Final 8. Now it's going to be Final 4. I learned my lesson that you do not play Big Brother. You came in here alone, you leave alone. You do not play Big Brother for somebody else's good at this point, especially because we're so similar. Why the fuck would I want you to have the option of like potentially taking her if you win the Final 3?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get rid of her so that she can take me, and I feel like she would do the exact same thing. She'd get rid of me so that she's the only option left for you to take. Do you know what I mean? It's like it. And it's like, it's an unspoken thing. Like, we've never been like, hey, are you okay if I do this? Because at this point, it's like, she wants her best shot at doing it, and I want my best shot at doing it. And, oh my god, sorry, I keep touching these.
That's okay.
She wants her best shot, and it's like, yeah, if I feel like it's, and like please keep this shit to me, just because I don't want it to be awkward.
I haven't even told you anything she said, right?
Yeah.
I literally just said we talked about everything.
I'm just like giving you like my mindset.
No, the thing is, it's like there's not enough people in here now for me to even tell other people any other conversation.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do that. It's final. Because I'm in the Final 4.
Yeah.
Because I'm HOH.
Yeah.
I was like, there's only 3 other people that are going to be here. I'm not saying any conversation to anyone at this point. Like, I haven't even talked to Derek. Like, people have talked about Derek to me, and I won't even say anything to Derek. Yeah. Because at this point, like,
it's better for
I need to
have
Derek.
the ammo. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if it's like, if I win veto, which is like, oh, I hope there's a chance that I could. With Derek here, absolutely no chance. With Maddie here, probably still like not a good chance, but definitely with him here, not a chance. But let's say I do win the veto next week. If I were to take someone out, it would have to be one of these 2. Because why the fuck would I like be one of 3 options for you? Because you're probably gonna win that final HOH, and why would I want to be like one of 3 options for you to pick from? I'd rather be one of 2 so that I can at least do something to convince you to take me. Like, at that point, this doesn't matter anymore. This got us to here. Cool, awesome. But like,
what happens if it's me, you, and Derek in Final 3? Then you're guaranteed Final 2 no matter what.
Yeah, I just don't think it would ever happen if it's up to Derek next, because you're not HOH. I get it, but I feel like he'd also win veto, and I feel like he 100% wants Will there. I have no doubt.
Yeah, but if he's HOH, he doesn't get to pick if I'm or Will there.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, I'm assuming he's gonna win veto. Like, I really just.
Yeah, but if he does win veto, He can't vote anyway. He's the HOH. He doesn't get to vote.
But he decides who votes, right? So let's say he wins veto.
Yeah.
He puts Will off the block and he tells Will who to. You should not see how fast, like, during that competition, he said something to Will.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I was like, what?
He has Will wrapped around his finger 100%. If he tells Will, you vote out whoever, Will vote out whoever. Like, it took me, like, 56 days to get a decent amount of, like, foundation there with Will. It took Derek, not even 2 weeks to just have him completely wrapped around his finger. Like, he just made, what was the comment? Like, drop right now, you'll get Final Four. Buddy drops, like, 3 seconds later. Like, Will decide.
Well, Derek didn't even win HOH, so. Like, the deal he made with Will, like.
Yeah, like, I don't want to say too much.
I mean, not HOH, veto.
Veto, but I don't want to say too much, but, like, what was up with that?
I have no idea. I asked Derek. He was like, oh, I was just making sure. I was like, making sure what?
But it's like, it's not even like his HOH to guarantee that though. Like, what if your target was Will? It's like, I don't know. I just thought it was weird that he was making a call for you.
No, he was probably saying it because it was a veto. It wasn't HOH. There's nothing I could have done. Like, if Derek won the veto, he could have used it to either save you or Maddie, and then Will's the only option for a replacement because Derek won the veto.
Yeah.
So Will would automatically go on the block if Derek decided to use the veto.
The veto, yeah.
So I think Derek was just saying, hey, drop, or I'm going to use the veto if I win it. Take your chances.
Yeah.
So technically, he wasn't making a call for me because I would have had no control over it.
But is it because he, like, wanted to just have another win for himself?
Yeah, Derek was pissed after I won. He thought he was going to win. He was pissed after.
Oh my god. See, that's what I mean. Like, how do you not have a weird feeling that, I don't know. I'm too paranoid for this game.
No,
I'm too
I know.
paranoid. I'm way too paranoid. I just feel like for me, I'd be like, am I getting fucked over? Like, do you? I don't know. Like, I don't know your relationship enough to say anything.
Yeah, I know.
You know
It's
what
more
I
of like
mean?
a friendship. It's not like a relationship. It's more like a friendship. We don't act like we're like together or anything. Well, like we cuddle and stuff, yeah, but like we're not like a showmance like other showmances. It's more like we're best friends.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Fair
like we
enough.
don't make out. We don't do. It's nothing. You know what I mean? It's just like we're best friends that hang out a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it is.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because like realistically.
That's why I don't know. Like, I don't know the. It's just so I can't sit here, but it's like if it was me, I'd be so fucking skeptical. I'd be like, I'm taking my fucking shot before I get a shot taken at me.
Yeah, that's what I did to Erica.
Yeah. I feel you. But it's also like, I get why it's scary for you because you feel like you would be alone after that. But I just feel like at this point, I don't know where his head is at strategically. I really don't. I feel like he might just be waiting for Derek to take him to final two. But I know for a fact, like, if I can freaking pull out a win to save my life, or if she does, I am sure she would cut me if she pulls out a win. There is no way she wouldn't. There's no way she would risk you potentially choosing me as final two over her. There's no way. I have no doubt in my mind that if she won the next veto, she would cut me. She can smile in my face all she wants. Like, I have no doubt. Zero. And I feel like she probably senses that it would be a very similar situation if she was to do it. Or maybe the other way around for me, just because I'd, like, would want to hope that, like, if we were Derek or whoever's in here won final HOH, maybe they would take me over him, but I don't know. It really is not as black and white as you think.
No, it literally comes to the veto next week, really, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, for sure. But it's 100, not...
Who do you think the ideal
is for him to not be here? For everybody. Yourself included, you become the best player if he's out. And you know that in your own head. You don't need to be told. Like,
but you saying that now just proves that you guys won't bring me any further than Final Four. Just saying that I'm the best player if Derek's out.
I'm talking about competition wins. I'm not talking about you sitting in final two.
Yeah, but I can't beat Maddie at the mental. Like that mental comp that's going to be veto, I can't beat her.
If she's taking... Yeah, I agree with, I mean, not that I think fully, I think your chances are better against her than they are against Derek. But there is no doubt in my mind, 0 doubt in my mind, that if Maddie wins veto, she's taking out me or Will. There is no doubt in my mind. She can say whatever she wants, and I haven't even addressed her because I don't want her to lie to my face. Because I know that. There's nothing she could say to me that would change it. There's no way. Maddie's here to win $100,000. And Maddie will do what she has to do to win $100,000. And that means taking me or Will out next week if she wins veto.
Yeah.
I know that. I can't sit here and be like, oh, final 3, she would take you. I don't know about that. But I also know that she's a smart girl. And if I'm like maybe half as smart as her, and I've already realized I don't stand a chance against these two, even though, like, yes, you've won comps. Yes, I know you've had a good social game. But at least I can sit next to you and offer something different and hope for the best. I've already come to terms with the fact that I'm probably going to be second place to basically everybody in this house at this point. But maybe I could offer something different sitting next to you. Maybe. It's not the same case with he just has all the jury votes against everybody except Derek probably. And she's just too similar. She just articulates herself better than me. And she's been more, like, strategic about her moves. So it's, like, such a toss-up.
But what moves?
She has?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's not like she's telling me. I just know that she's very smart.
Oh, okay.
She might not have anything. Yeah. But I just know she articulates herself very well.
No, I was just curious. No, it's not like she would tell me, because if she told me, then, like, she's kind of selling her game.
Yeah, true.
But no, like, yeah, you become the best competitor in the house. I'm not saying you're going to be guaranteed to win.
No, yeah, but I can't win HOH anyway.
Yeah.
Next week.
But
that's the thing.
it's
So
about
it's
the
literally
veto.
veto or nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. It's veto or nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. It's like you gotta go with your gut at the end of the day, right? Like, whatever like, you're feeling. Because, like, I could sit here and tell you what I'm paranoid about if I were you, but I'm not you, and I don't know how, like, committed you two are to taking each other to that final 3.
Yeah.
I just would think in a game of Big Brother, it would be stupid to, like, fall for something like that. Of just being like, oh, yeah, like, why would he want to? Why wouldn't he want to make it easier on himself?
Yeah, true.
Like, what Liv said was right. It got proven with your 3 wins in a row and his HOH. You guys would steamroll through us. Like, what
Not
do you think
necessarily.
is true?
There's still next week, which is the
True,
vetoes,
true,
everything.
but I just feel like his chances of winning 100,000 are way higher against me and Will in that final HOH than, like, let's say you and me or you and Will.
Yeah, because you
put up a
taking
fight.
him.
Yeah, but also you put up a fight. Like, you would probably, I'm like almost 100% sure he would win mental, you'd win physical. And I just feel like that final HOH is probably his only because you don't like
The
options.
Yeah, I can't do options.
So it's like,
I already
why
know
wouldn't
I'm
you
not
want
going to
it?
win that final part, but, like, you never know. Well, no, yeah, I do know,
But
because
you-
it's options.
Yeah, but it would be different if Derek's not there.
No,
Who
because
won against me and Maddie? It was options.
Paris, please go to the diary room.
Okay.
what options? When?
The HOH you won.
Just right now? Oh, that was a question. That was an option. That wasn't A or B, true or false.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
fair.
was asking a question
But
and then
so-
me actually answering it.
It might just be like, for all we know, it might be like a question where they're like, A, Erica, B, Hamza.
Yeah, so I can't do those because they're options.